Hi, everyone. Live episode of the Productive Life Show. I'm Megan Minns, and I am so excited for this week's topic. We are talking all about why you need to raise your rates and prices. So whether you're a service provider, a coach, a course creator, whatever you do in your business, chances are it's time to raise your rates. And hopefully that is why you are here and you're ready for a little pep talk, kick in the butt, so that you can finally feel comfortable taking that next step with raising your rates. If we haven't met before, I am Megan Minns. I help online course creators, service providers, and coaches learn how to run their business in a way that is simple, profitable, scalable, and most importantly, gives them the personal time freedom that they've always wanted. So if that sounds like you, then you are in the right place. We actually moved a couple of weeks ago, so I'm still setting up my home office. So hopefully our audio continues to improve week after week as I add a rug and curtains and things like that. But I hope you're having a great week this week. And if you're here live with me, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I would love to hear from you. So let me know in the comments if you're here with me live. Give me an emoji, either how you're feeling today, give me a little reaction, and let me know if you are excited about today's topic when it comes to raising your rates. And if you know someone you think who would benefit, from this topic, please tag them or share this with your community as well. So let's just go ahead and jump straight into this, why you need to be raising your rates. Chances are, whether you are a service provider, course creator, coach, you are probably undercharging. And I know this because not only have I done that before, but every single client that comes into our program, Empowered CEO, is in need of a pricing overhaul. They're either giving way too much value for what they're charging, or they are undercharging themselves for a variety of different reasons. And I understand why pricing can feel like such a scary thing in business. I get it. It has felt that way for me before, but hopefully after today's episode and today's session, you no longer feel that pricing is something that has to scare you and hold you back. So if you especially have not increased your prices in a while, this is going to be a really important session for you. So let's talk about why you might be afraid to raise your rates. And if you're here live, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you already know why you're afraid, is there something holding you back? Is there something that's making you doubt yourself when it comes to raising your rates? I would love to go and hear from anyone who's alive so that I can make sure I'm taking that into account in today's session as well. But things I've heard and seen when I'm working and talking with clients on why they might be afraid to increase their prices is always boiling down to some type of fear, afraid that no one will buy, afraid to let someone down, afraid to price yourself in a way where people can't afford you. That can be scary. Ray, who is here live on Instagram, said not enough credibility. So that's definitely tied up with self-worth or mindset or confidence in pricing. So thank you, Ray, for sharing. Mary, I think it's Mariana. I can't quite tell with your handle, but you said you're afraid to lose your clients. Tell me if that's something you have felt afraid before. I know when you're increasing your rates, especially when you work with clients in the long run, that can absolutely be scary. Someone else on Facebook said that they are afraid to risk losing the contract they have with a client by pitching a price increase. Absolutely. A lot of the clients I'm working with right now are doing this. They're increasing prices not only with their general product suite and new clients, but even with existing clients. So these fears are very normal. So I want you to feel comforted in the fact that this is a normal fear for you to be having, but it's also not a fear that we need to let hold us back, because you can absolutely transfer your current clients into a higher price point. And hopefully through some of the mindset things we're talking about today, you can also understand that sometimes it's okay to release a client and make space for a new, higher quality, better paying client. So hopefully some of this will help you work through those fears. And if you're here live, keep me updated as we're going through today's session if you need any more support with that. So all of these fears, not wanting to price someone out or lose a client, a lot of that can be coming from a really good, smart place. You want your business to succeed. You want to have happy clients. We don't want to let people down. But the truth is that if you continue to price at a price point that you know is undercharging and where you're currently priced, you will continue to hold your business back and yourself back from growing in the way you want to. You're not going to be able to afford the support you need in order to have a business sustainably for years to come. You're not going to be able to reinvest in your company. You're not going to be able to give your clients the actual service that they deserve and that you know is possible because you're doing it all alone, right? And you're also going to struggle to pay yourself. If you are struggling to give yourself a salary from your business, we absolutely want to be looking at your prices. And if you're thinking of doing any hiring soon, we want to make sure we're reevaluating your prices as well so that we're not cutting into your profit margin. So this is okay and normal, but you're in the right place. Because the other thing that I often run into is there's a little bit of a guilt associated sometimes with raising our prices. Have you ever felt guilty or like you're selfish or you're greedy when it comes to thinking about raising your rates? If so, if you're here with me live, let me know if that is something you've dealt with before, because I know that was a big piece for me. And the truth is that you are never going to be able to price your services, products, or offers in a way where every single person can afford you. It's a really hard truth, especially for those of us who are really empathetic, who are here to serve, who want to make an impact, and who want to be as accessible as possible. The truth is you could charge $1 or $5 and still be out of range for some people. So that can't be our metric for success when it comes to appropriate pricing. We can't try to please everyone because ultimately you will end up being able to serve no one by charging so little that you're not able to actually show up and do this full time or in a capacity that can actually make a difference in your clients' lives. So if you happen to notice when it comes to raising your prices that a lot of these negative thoughts or fears are popping up for you, especially around this making you a bad person or making you feel guilty or selfish or greedy, then I want this to be a good indication for you that you may need to do a little bit additional money mindset work, which we're not going to be digging in too much into that today, but I want you to start to build that self-awareness that that doesn't have to be a true statement for you, and that honestly raising your rates does not make you greedy. It does not make you selfish. So we do want to work through that if that is what's popping up for you. So let me hopefully help you. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why now is the time to raise your rates, why you should be raising your rates in general for your business. And hopefully this will help you see some really good and powerful benefits for not only you as a business owner when it comes to raising your rates, but for your clients as well and your customers. So the first thing is what we've been talking about a little bit already, is that the truth is you are a business. You have expenses, you have a revenue, and we ultimately need to be pricing your services and offers in a way with your profit margin in mind. So if you are undercharging, your business will fail. It will run out of money, and you will never be able to successfully reinvest in your team or pay yourself. So just on that alone, there's a very logical reason, right? Maybe not always the most compelling, but very, very based in reality. We have to think of ourselves as a business, and we have to price ourselves as a business. So I absolutely find this as a trend with my clients. Sometimes you will have a product suite and you will have a certain price point, and suddenly you start hiring coaches or hiring contractors to help you fulfill your offer without ever increasing your rates. And that is going to eat into your profit margin in a way that may happen really subtly at first, but will have a very serious long-term impact on the health and the financial health of your business. So we absolutely want to be taking your revenue and your expenses and your profit margin into consideration and making sure we are making smart financial decisions. So that's the most boring reason why, the least exciting, but it's very important for us to address. The second reason why you need to be raising your rates today, right now, is because when you start to have a higher price point, even if we're taking baby steps to get there, it will mean that you don't need as many clients or customers. It's going to get you out of that volume trap that so many new business owners, especially if you sell online courses or something like that, you fall into this trap when you're charging too low of a rate, where you have to have a high volume of customers or clients to even make ends meet. You're spinning your wheels, you're chasing new clients. And by being so focused on this high volume of sales, it means you actually can't spend that energy focusing on serving your clients, serving your community, and delivering what you're even selling. You're so focused on the next sale that sometimes the delivery is what gets sacrificed. So you want to make sure you are charging appropriately and continuously increasing your prices so that you can focus on who you are serving, the lower volume of clients, because that's going to be way simpler for you as a business owner when you are just focused on serving your 5 clients or your 100 customers instead of trying to get this incredible volume month after month, year after year. So it's going to improve your delivery, which is going to have a huge ripple effect, right? When you have clients and customers who are really getting an incredible delivery from you and your team, they're going to give you testimonials. They're going to refer people. They're going to continue to reinvest with you. So just this one reason alone, having happier clients, is going to have a huge impact on the bottom line of your business over time. So definitely a huge reason is by having a higher price point, you don't need as much volume and you can deliver a better product on the other side of things, which will bring in more money. The third reason you want to raise your price is because, as contradictory and unexpected as it may sound, when you are charging a higher price point, you will see less objections in the selling process and ultimately an easier experience selling. This is something I had heard and just did not believe until I saw it with my own eyes and hands in my business, and have continuously seen in the lives of my community, my peers that I'm in programs with, my clients. This is absolutely an interesting thing that happens, but it's very true that as you charge more, your selling actually becomes easier. And I think there's some probably really deep sales psychology reasons behind that, but I want you to start to see that as possible. Often we think charging higher rates is actually going to be a difficult selling process. Have you ever thought that before? The truth is that in 9 times out of 10, it's easier to sell something higher priced. I have found in my business that when I sold a spreadsheet that was $12 or $22, I would get way more objections and complaints and questions about a $22 product than I would a $10,000 offer. The easiest sale I've ever made to date in my business was over $10,000 for a 1-day VIP intensive. No questions asked, paid immediately. It was the easiest selling I've ever experienced. And that is just my one example. Again, I have seen this in time and time again in a variety of different industries, that as you price higher, you will have an easier sales process along the way. So super interesting. And if you are finding that a little hard to believe, just trust me and maybe you'll give it a shot and see that in your business as well. The fourth reason you want to be charging higher rates and raise your rates right now is because as you increase your price point, you will start to naturally attract and work with a higher quality client. When people are investing in a service, a program, an offer, a community, whatever it is that you sell, when they are investing higher dollar amounts, they are coming into this experience way more committed. Think about your own buying history, whether it's been a business investment or something in your personal life. When you decide to throw a big chunk of change at something, wouldn't you say you are instantly all in on the process, right? You're like, I'm going to do whatever I can to make this work. I'm going to get a return on my investment. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be all in. Compare that to maybe how you've treated a lower investment, a digital product you bought, a course you invested in one time. Did you treat those investments differently as a client? And again, even on the personal side of things, how did you treat a gym membership versus hiring a personal trainer, right? Did you notice a difference? I'm assuming yes, because most of us treat that level of investment different. The same is true for your clients. So by increasing your rates today, you will have higher quality clients who are committed to your process, who are ready to take action, who are excited to see results, and who you don't have to force to move through your program, offer, or experience. They're excited to do this, and you get to support them along the way. So this can actually be such a better experience for you and your team as you are serving your clients. Isn't it way better for everyone to have this community of people who are really excited to take action and already committed? Trust me, from my experience, it absolutely is. And you will see this too in your business as well. And then the fifth reason you need to raise your rates today is that as you increase your rates and increase your price point, you will actually start to help your clients and customers see a bigger result faster. It sounds cliche, but it is absolutely true that when your clients are making that bigger investment, they are automatically and instantly getting a bigger transformation out of the entire experience. It's an instant up level when you invest a greater amount into a service or offer. And this is actually something we've seen in our program, Empowered CEO. We had a client come in who this was the biggest investment they had made in their business. And she said, just like from making the payment, from joining the program, she said she instantly up leveled. And her whole mindset shifted around what was possible for her and her business, what she was going to be working on, her dedication, her commitment, and this transformation happened instantly. So I want you to know that by charging more, you are helping your clients up level, helping them see a bigger transformation and helping them take action that will lead to meaningful changes and results in their lives. If you've ever worked with clients or customers in the past and felt like no one was completing your course, no one is giving me testimonials and seeing a result, people fall out halfway through the process. I understand. Honestly, it probably means they didn't make a big enough commitment or investment up front to help them do what it takes to follow the process through. Now, of course, there may be other issues there with delivery that you would want to look into as well, but this is a really common pattern I've seen where if you have clients who are constantly kind of falling out in the middle of your process, they probably didn't make a big enough commitment up front. And often the easiest way to make a big commitment that they are intrinsically and internally motivated to follow through on is through a bigger investment. I see a question over here on Instagram. Let me just see. Kayla, who's here with us live on Instagram, said, I just increased my prices a big jump and I'm facing some objections and questions. How would you answer? What value do I get for this big increase? Kayla, I don't know enough about what you do to give you like every single thing I want to say on this topic, but I want to give you a little bit here in case this is helpful. Depending on what you do, when you're dealing with pricing and sales objections, we're going to handle that slightly differently based on your ideal client. And ideally, I'm assuming you're talking about a current client that you're making a price increase with because they're aware of the increase. So this is all about messaging and how you can communicate to your client what value they get out of it. So Kayla, if I was your coach, I would absolutely ask you first, well, what value do they get out of this? Are you improving the delivery? Are you able to show up for them in a different, better, more impactful way? Are there additional resources they're getting access to? So it kind of depends if we're talking about a one-on-one service or a group program here or a course. But this is part of the thought process when it comes to rolling out a price increase that you do want to think through. Right now in today's session, we're really focused more on the mindset and the decision-making process when it comes to feeling confident to increase your rates. The actual execution and how to do this in a way that feels really good for you and your clients is a slightly different topic. But I just want you to know that that question has an answer, and there's absolutely a way to answer that for your client in a way that feels really good for both of you. And sometimes when we are increasing rates with existing clients, we have to see these 5 reasons why you need to raise your rates. We have to see the impact of those and be okay if not every single client comes with us to the next step. Because I need you as a business owner to have the confidence that even if client A does decide not to renew with me, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to go find client B, and client B will be so happy to pay me that. Yes, that can be scary. Yes, it can be a risk, but it's absolutely one that you and your business are ready for. You can handle it. And it's the only way for you to take that next step in your business, for you to grow, pay yourself, reinvest, build a team, and continue on this entrepreneurial journey. Sometimes we have to take those risks. If you continue to just charge your first rate, you're never going to be able to go down that path. So building the skill and flexing the muscle of answering those sales objections and helping your clients and customers see the benefit is absolutely a muscle to build and strengthen, and you can do it. So I'm so excited for you. And thank you, Kayla, for such a great question. So let's just recap a little bit for those of you who are here live who are just popping in, why you need to raise your rates. Ultimately, we can boil it down to 5 big benefits for you as a business owner and for your clients. So just to recap, number 1, as a business owner, we need to have a really healthy profit margin for you so that you can really manage your business well financially. So by raising your rates, you will improve your profit margin, allow you to pay yourself, reinvest, grow your business, and ultimately continue to have a successful business. Number 2, when you increase your rates, it means you don't have to focus so much on volume. You can instead focus on quality and improving the delivery of your offer or service, which means that you're going to get better testimonials, better client results, referrals, and the entire cycle will continue to grow your business, which is really powerful. The third reason you want to increase your rates is to have an easier sales process. You will inherently have a better time with the sales process when you are charging more money. It really starts to attract a different level of person, and the sales process really just is easier. The fourth reason to increase your rates is to have higher quality clients who are committed, ready to take action, and who ultimately get better results in the program, which leads us into reason number 5. By charging a higher price point, you are going to help your clients make a big enough commitment as they join so that they instantly up-level, see a bigger transformation along the way, and ultimately get better results from working with you. So hopefully this helps you start to see the benefit not only for you, but also for your clients and customers when it comes to raising your rates and why you should be raising your rates today, right now. If you are an online business owner, maybe you're a course creator, a coach, or a service provider, and you're looking for more hands-on support when it comes to actually increasing your price point, building out a product suite, building your team, being a leader, systemizing your business, and basically running an online business, then I would love for you to go to meganminns.com/apply and check out our program, Empowered CEO, which is our pride and joy. It's our 12-month group coaching program where we help business owners just like you learn how to develop a scalable strategy, implement a strategic structure in their business, which includes things like team and systemizing, and learn how to actually enjoy and have sustainable success in their business. It's a super short 2-question, essentially, application. So go to meganminns.com/apply, fill that out, and you will actually get access to a brand new exclusive training all about how you can scale your business. So again, go to meganminns.com/apply, and we would love to have you in Empowered CEO. I hope you enjoyed today's episode about raising your rates, why it'll help you, why it will help your clients, and why you should do it now. If you enjoyed this, it would mean so much to me if you would share this with your community, tag someone you think would benefit from it, or even go to our podcast, The Productive Life with Megan Minns, find it on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave us a review. You can subscribe on YouTube or even join our free Facebook community at meganminns.com/community. Thank you so much for being here for today's live recording of the Productive Life Show. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Thanks, everyone.